Welcome back to Urban Monk Mindset. I'm Charith Alpitia, and today we're diving deep into a topic that has transformed my life completely. What is spiritual and conscious awakening? I'll be sharing this from two lenses: my personal journey of awakening and the timeless wisdom of Buddhism, which became a guiding force as I navigated this path. For most of my life, the idea of awakening or enlightenment seemed like a fantasy, something reserved for mystics or monks in faraway temples. I never thought it would be something I'd personally experience, let alone integrate into my everyday life. But as I later discovered, awakening is not just for the chosen few. It's a process available for all of us, whether we seek it intentionally or find it unexpectedly through life's storms. As the Gautama Buddha taught, it is through suffering that one attains wisdom. And in my case, that's exactly how it unfolded. Today, let's walk together through what comes before, during, and after awakening. So you can feel into it through my story and even reflecting on your own. Growing up, I was naturally compassionate and sensitive and full of empathy. But early on, life handed me challenges that began to shape and in some ways hardened me. Experiencing racism, feeling like an outsider, never quite fitting into any group made me question who I was. I began to suppress my true self just to feel accepted. I traded my sincerity for survival, copying trends, ways of speaking, posture, mannerism, doing whatever it took to blend in. Like many, I followed society's script: school, university, career, car, marriage, children, ticking boxes along the way, yet feeling more distant from my core. The love and compassion I had as a child became buried under layers of conditioning. The light dimmed, but it never went out. In Buddhist wisdom, awakening is often described as the realization of true nature of reality, the dissolution of ego's illusions, and a return to what is. It is the moment when we see clearly, without filters. Some, like the Gautama Buddha, actively pursued awakening through meditation, discipline, and reincarnation. Others, like myself, stumble upon it unintentionally, often through life reaching a breaking point. The Dharma teaches that awakening is the fruit of understanding dukkha, suffering, and seeing through it. For me, the tipping point came unexpectedly. At the height of disconnection and internal chaos, I found myself watching a simple 3-minute video on letting the mind settle. And in a single instant, something inside me cracked open. It was as if a veil lifted, and I remembered who I was truly. 30 years of conditioning, habits, and belief systems melted away, leaving me fully present, deeply still. Suddenly, I was no longer trapped by the mind's stories or society's pressures. I was here, in the now, deeply connected to nature, trees, the wind, the sounds around me, and to the people in my life. It felt as though I had reverted back to the innocent child, full of love, empathy, and authenticity, but now with the awareness of an adult. Buddhism calls it sati, mindfulness. That clear and non-judgment awareness of the present moment. But this wasn't just a concept anymore. It was my living reality. And then came the challenge many don't talk about. Integrating back into the real world. While some may choose a monastic life after awakening, I felt called to return to society, to walk as an urban monk, navigating careers, relationships, responsibilities, but through this new lens of conscious awareness. The past decade has been a humbling journey of finding balance between being spiritually awake and participating fully in everyday life. I faced many lessons, giving love and empathy to others while learning to also give it to myself. Facing heartbreaks and disappointments with compassion rather than resistance. Realizing that true humility doesn't mean shrinking, but standing firm in your authenticity. It has been like relearning how to walk, talk, and be, but from a place of higher consciousness. And the foundation of Buddhist wisdom has supported me every step of the way. Understanding the self, understanding suffering, and limiting suffering within. These simple yet profound truths have helped me stay grounded while still fully engaging with life. So what is spiritual and conscious awakening? It is not an escape from the world, but a return to it as your truest, purest self. It is seen beyond the illusions of status, success, and ego, and remembering that you are deeply connected to all walks of life. Whether your awakening arrives through meditation, as the Buddha experienced, or through unraveling of your own life's struggles, it is always an invitation to come home to yourself. So today, I'll leave you with this thought. Awakening isn't reserved for saints or sages. It's right here, available for each of us. In every breath, every act of kindness, and every moment of presence. Thank you for joining me today and for listening. If this message touched you, I invite you to share it with someone who might need to hear it as well. Until next time, pause, breathe deeply, and reconnect with your inner center.